Hey everybody, this is Chris from Highland CCG. Today we have something special. Let's get into it. Hey folks, this is Chris. I believe I have a non-magic mail day today. So yeah, I just decided I was kind of hitting a wall with my antiquities set. It was hard to find the stuff I still needed in either the condition I wanted or a price I was willing to pay, or at all, because some of them aren't really readily available right now. So, you know me, I got to spend my money on something. So I figured I would diversify a little bit. Not really though, because it's still in speculative collectibles. But I thought I would diversify a little bit and buy something that's not magic. Just stuff that I enjoy and haven't really spent too much time on in many years. So getting back into this little hobby. I'm not going to go crazy here. Not a whole lot that I want to collect, but just a few choice pieces will make me pretty happy. So without further ado, let's get into it. And once I open one of these, you'll know what it is. So the first one we have, let's see, make sure there's no address info, doesn't look like it. Okay, so this is a PSA graded card. This is Don Mattingly. This is the Fleer Don Mattingly rookie card. Don Mattingly being my favorite baseball player growing up. And it's a PSA 9, which I think is pretty darn good. There's a huge jump in price from the 9s to the 10s. And since I'm just kind of buying these for fun, I don't need a 10, and I certainly don't need to pay the premium for a 10. I think a 9 is quite nice, and I'm very happy with it. So since it's a sports card, I went with PSA, and yeah, quite happy with it. It's beautiful, nice little card for the collection. I never had a Fleer one. I do own raw copies of the Donruss and the Topps, but I never had a Fleer. So now I have all of them in various conditions. And so yeah, I just decided to buy some sports cards. I like older sports cards. I'm not really into the, just like with Magic, I'm not into the chasing one-of-ones and the refractor, this and that. That's where Magic is going, and I'm happy to stick with vintage in all things, really. Alright, next we have another PSA, another Donald Arthur Mattingly. This is the Donruss in a PSA 9. So I think overall this card is more desirable than the others. Not 100% sure why. I guess what's interesting, I think it's the only one that only lists him as a first baseman. This one says first base and outfield, and I think the Topps one does as well. So now I have those two, and then then I'm missing the Topps. There's I think 3 or 4 variations with the same art as the Topps, but I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to get the Topps and call it a day. Yeah, so this is a much older card, I can tell just by looking at it. Also PSA. This is Roger Maris. This is a 1961 Topps Roger Maris. This is not the base card, but this is the MVP card, and that's in a PSA 5. It's a nice looking 5. I think the centering's pretty good. That's the one thing I'm kind of committed to if I'm collecting these older cards, is I need it to have good centering. Because you could get one that's like a 6 or a 7, that's got terrible centering, and I'd rather have a lower grade one with the eye appeal. So that's pretty beautiful. Roger Maris, another favorite Yankee of mine. I resonate with Roger Maris because of kind of the lack of a public personality, compared to Mickey Mantle, who was Mr. Smile, and everybody loved Mickey. I could relate to Roger. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of cards of him actually smiling, which is kind of amusing. But yeah, I decided to pick up a few Roger Maris cards. There aren't a ton of them. I think he played from like 58 to 67. I think that's right. But of course, famous for breaking Babe Ruth's home run record in 1961. Alright, we have this one, and we have one more in a huge box, but I think it's just a card. But I've been there. Sometimes the big box is all I have, and I just have to send something really small and in a huge package. So, okay, yeah, this is another Roger Maris PSA. This is a PSA 7. This is from his final year on the St. Louis Cardinals. This would have been 67. 67, they won the series against the Red Sox. So that's pretty cool. Can't believe the Yankees traded him. I just think that's really grimy. Yeah, it says Roger was the hitting star of the 1967 World Series as he batted .385 in 7 games and had 7 RBIs. Yeah, so shame on the Yankees for trading him, and good for you, Roger, to finish up your career with a World Series win for St. Louis. That's great. All right, we have one more thing here. All right, so this looks like an even older card. That's exciting. So there is, this is an old one. It's got the tuxedo. So this one was graded by SGC, and for this particular type of card, I actually like the SGC label better because it's a smaller card, and so with the PSA you just have the clear around it. SGC has the black, so it's kind of a nice border. Alright, so we have, this is exciting, this is not in good condition by any means. It's a SGC 1, which is poor, but it's a 1933 Gaudy, and this is Tony Lazzeri, another very notable Yankee. He was one of the 6 Yankees in the 1927 team known as Murderers Row, and phenomenal baseball player, great hitter. So let's see what it says here. Some of these Gaudy ones are pretty funny on the back. Tony Lazzeri, coming to the bat in his first World Series with bases filled, struck out. He has more than made up for that failure in the years since that time. Considered most dangerous batter on the Yankees and a fine second baseman, last year he hit 300 in 141 games and fielded 978. Lazzeri is 28 years of age. He is 5 feet 10.5 inches tall and weighs 160 pounds. He bats and throws right-handed. He was bought by the Yankees from Salt Lake City in 1926. Yeah, it's certainly a beat-up card, no doubt about that, but it's also a very old card, very notable set. The 1933 Gaudy set was the first chewing gum set. So prior to that, you had the tobacco cards, and then for a brief period you had candy, like caramels and stuff like that. That didn't last very long. But then this Gaudy introduced the chewing gum packs, and that obviously took off and was with us for quite a while. So yeah, just wanted to pick up a little piece of history here. Like I said, it's not in good shape at all, but it is really cool. Really, really cool. And I really like, as I said, the SGC treatment with this type of card. I love that black border. It looks really nice. So that's it. That's what I have to share today. Not magic, but I think it's pretty magical. And you know, just a reminder, it's okay to buy other things that you're interested in. I get so laser focused on magic that I kind of forget about the rest of the stuff, but these are really cool to me, things I really enjoy, and you know, a little bit of diversification. Not a whole lot of diversification because I'm still in trading cards, but some. And yeah, very excited to have these. Yeah, these Mattinglys in 9. That's pretty cool. And they weren't very expensive. I think these were under $100. This was certainly under $100. I think, yeah, this was like this is like maybe 60 or so. I think this guy was also under 100. So yeah, they're, you know, compared to the magic cards I have left to buy, these are pretty accessible, and I think pretty darn cool cards. Let me know what you think. I'm still gonna share these kind of things with you from time to time because I do like other stuff, and it's fun for me to share it with you. But let me know other things you are interested in besides magic. What are you collecting, and do you have any interest in sports cards? What sports? And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.